Hey, today is a lesson for American actors trying to do a British accent. That's my terrible attempt at an American accent. I don't know why I started with that. An ideal location for today's class, because if you don't know where we are, we're in Greenwich. It's from that Thor movie, not the good one, the sequel. Yay! So the first tip I'm going to give you is this. Imagine you're going into an audition and someone says, "Can you do a British accent?" The first bit of advice is to model your accent on an actor or a British person, because if you just try to do a British accent, you're going to stereotypically do one of three things: very Cockney, very posh, or Beatles. Neither of which are very common these days, and neither of which will give you the edge over other actors. My advice to you is to look at modern British accents. That would be 8 out of 10 Cats, Fresh Meat. Those give you a good variety of modern English accents, both from posh to common, and both male and female. So have a look at those, find someone whose voice you like and who suits your image. If you're going posh, Hugh Grant, Emma Thompson, or Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson, they're well spoken, they're very posh. The second thing is, you've probably seen our other accent videos, and I definitely recommend you watch the schwa video. Some American actors overcompensate on the schwa sound. A good example is in the word accent. We say accent, and it has the schwa sound. It should be a lazy sound, but some people might overcompensate and pronounce it accent. And that kind of borders on a French accent, which is kind of sexy but not British. Next, depending on how posh you're going to play your character, your role, any word with an E sound, like really, seriously, the E at the end of it, if it's very posh, they usually tend to change an E sound to an I sound. So really becomes really, or seriously, seriously. It's seriously. Words with "ery" at the end. For example, strawberry, blueberry, blackberry, all the berries, library, mortuary. The last vowel sound is cut off, so it sounds like re. So library, strawberry, blackberry, blueberry, all the berries. Although if you are saying the word berry, that's not shortened to brie, it's still berry. Or if you want to pronounce it really posh, strawberry, library. Also, I recommend watching our glottal T video. There are really 3 types of T, and we actually judge people by how they pronounce their T's. Kind of strange, but we do. The glottal T is the T that stops in the throat. You will have heard it when we say water. We could pronounce it like water, water. The T stops in the throat. Everyone uses it, politicians included, so using it sounds natural, but using it too much can make you sound perhaps uneducated, and you will be judged. And it goes like this. Glottal T is kind of seen at the bottom rung of intelligence, let's say. Water, little, bottle. The middle T is the one pronounced with the teeth, water. And this is where Americans would pronounce it as a D. Water, little, bottle. We pronounce it bottle, water, little. But there's a very posh T, and that's just pronounced with the tongue just touching the back of the top teeth. So it sounds like this: water, little, bottle. And that's seen as a very posh, higher class T. That whole tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips, bollocks. Yeah. This last thing is the most important, because it usually ruins what is otherwise a perfect British accent. Jamie Foxx, he was doing Black Tony Blair on the Chappelle Show. He did an almost perfect British accent, but it was ruined by this one thing, when he pronounced has.
I'm with him 100% of the way. We don't know what he has.
Even Kevin Spacey, who's amazing at impressions, he was doing Michael Caine, and he was saying the word last.
I read the first page, and then I read the last page, and if the part they want me to play is on both pages, I do the picture.
Almost flawless accents, let down by that one thing. And that's because we pronounce things like can't, hard, fast, ask, task. But there are some words like can, man, has. The A sound is pronounced like an A, not an R. So you need to be very careful on which words have which sound, the A or the R. because that can ruin an otherwise flawless British accent. So that's all we have time for today. If you have any questions, comments, leave it in that section that says comments. And I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye.
Well, I was told that I was supposed to talk in a British accent by a man with a British accent. So I figure if I'm told to talk in a British accent by a man with a British accent, I should probably just talk in a British accent. That way he'll be able to understand me just a little bit better.
Okay, I am doing a British accent. I'm American, and I love British accents. I used to have a friend that was British, and I copied it from him also.